fastest growing ones on the moment within the Webstern group. If I have more students that's interested in that, for sure we'll open computer science here. That is not only standing still, but it will be covered also by the other universities that do have computer science already. Okay, in that sense, for me, as I say, I cannot talk marketing side. She asked me to come and talk with you guys. I'm going to talk to you what happened in the classroom and how we teach. And I think it's like him. You're a teacher here?
Yeah.
Yes. You know what is the first thing I saw when he walked in? Not students going, oh my God, what is he doing in the classroom? But they smiled at him. They looked at him because they can interact with him. Welcome to Webstern University. That's how we teach. We have the same idea. When we talk, when we teach, when we work with the students, it becomes an individual talk. In our classrooms, I see it's quite a lot of students here. Our classrooms, all over the world where we have classrooms, does not exceed 25 students. So if there's 26, 27 students, we split it into 2 classes. We never exceed 25. And I've been working for Webstern now close to 11 years. And we never went over 25 in a classroom. In Tashkent, on the moment you saw Tashkent, Uzbekistan, we teach 5 classes, the same subject, one after the other, but not more than 25 in a class. So that I can say, that is Webster is not lying about that. The next thing that I want to speak, and I speak again, from you guys to think about the future. AI. And you are all math guys? I hope so. Yes? We are glad we have a math in school. Why didn't I have a school like this before? Yes. You know what? I hated my professor. Because he refused to give me 100% in my math classes. Yeah, in 99, he refused to give me 100% score in my exam. Because I'm also a math guy. My first degree is not business. My first degree is I'm an industrial engineer. So I'm also in the math. And is math working? Is math working in business? For sure. But if you go into a math world and you look at probability, and look at the probability, what happened now with AI? Is it bad? I think it's great. I'm happy there's AI. I'm happy that the students want to use AI in my class. Oh my God, what am I going to teach you? What homework are you going to give me? I'm going to tell you to prove AI is wrong. Because AI cannot be that much right. So that is where the class will come and we don't teach, and that is where Webster is, I think, different from other classes, because many universities can say, we are good, we are great, we are the best, come to us, we are the best, pay money, come to study with us. All of them. All of us are going to be in the same position. It depends on where you are going to fit in. It depends on where you find, sorry, that I have my back into you. Sorry, we want to fit into some place, somewhere. You must feel, but I walk into this university, it's mine. I want to stay here. I want to work here. I don't want to talk about me, but I want to mention something. Before, I was working for Webster in Thailand. Thailand was quite a big campus. We had to close down for 2 reasons, because of COVID and the war in Myanmar. Myanmar and Thailand, the war, they were having a big problem. Many of our students were from Myanmar. And then the dollar went up, and the Myanmar and the Indian and the Nepalese and the Burmese and the Bhutanese money went down, and they could not afford to study with us anymore. So we closed it, and I got the job as a London School of Business as the Dean of the Business School. And I signed the paper, and I walked to the hotel room. I was in Bangkok. They flew down and signed in Bangkok. And that same moment, my boss phoned me. And he said, Johan, I need you in Uzbekistan. I want you to be a professor in Uzbekistan. And you know what? I said, London School of Business, a big job out, because I know what Webster is standing for. I fit into Webster. I fit into Webster because Webster has one thing that's for me different from any other university. Where I talk with the universities, when I deal with international universities, they all said, you must do research. You must do this. It sounds wonderful. It is great. I do that. But not one of them said, we are student driven. Where Webster, for me, is different. Webster takes care of the student more than it takes care of the professor. I like that. I'm not going to stand in the front and the professor don't stand in the front, become a dancing monkey, blah, 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 and you just follow up, and that is how you pass the exam. No. In Webster, we challenge you to increase your own ability for the future. And I think that is where Webster is different. We have, within the Webster group, when you study something, say you study business or IELTS, doesn't matter. You don't only get business subjects. You also get subjects that we say Global Citizen Program, GCP course, where you learn about humanity, where you learn about how am I as a person going to grow. And that is what I think makes Webster a little bit different from many of the other universities there that is only subject driven. If you go into Webster's account and look at our professors, the professors qualified from very top universities. One of the professors there that she showed there, Dr. Stavic, is now asked, and on the 6th of March, he will give a whole lecture in Oxford University. So it is not crappy universities, the professors have been kicked out behind a grass. We have very, very good university professors. But for us, the students are important. Who know anything about the politics of America? All of you? Yes?
I work.
Yes. Who is the Secretary of Defense?
I don't know.
Lloyd Austin.
Maybe.
Lloyd Austin is the Secretary of Defense of America. You know where did he graduate? Webster University. I'm going to brag about it. That doesn't make me feel like I'm going to say something good. But so it doesn't mean it's a crappy university somewhere there that is just doing something. And that is where I think we are different. That we have this idea of bringing the student out, building the student to be better than we are. And I'm glad. She said, it's 11 graders, it's not 12 graders. I'm glad to see that in this school, 11 graders is already starting to think of their future. You cannot think of it when you are in grade 12. It's too late. Future is like this. Before this class, we went to another place and the girl came to me and said, how old are you? It was your question as well, because you know what? She has Ruth thinks she has big eyes like this now. Yes, I'm 58 years old. But, whoa, it's old then. I thought like that when I was your age. And like this, the time is over. Time is gone. It is so quickly that time flies. So quickly. So if we don't start to plan our year now and where I'm going to now, what is my goal? Where do I want to end up in the future? If you don't start now, you will never get there. If you don't put for yourself now already targets that you want to achieve, you're not going to get there. And that includes also, if you're looking at Webster, so if you look at Webster, it's not cheap. It's not cheap to study there. But if you start to plan now for your own future, not to be only hanging on daddy and mommy, and you start to think of yourself, you can get there. You can get the qualification. Yes, a certificate counts a lot, and you can hang it against the wall. And maybe you have to dust it off the whole time, because nobody else look at the certificate. But people look at your fruit that you bear. If you walk into a business plan, and that is what I'm looking at your teacher, the fruit that he bears, when you walk in here, the students say, and talk to him. That shows me something of who he is. It shows me character. I don't know him at all. But I look at, maybe I can know him because he
maybe connection.
Yes, we have somewhere either there or, but no, mine is too white. And here, now she's laughing. She is a bad girl. But immediately we can connect. And because the fruit he bears is the students who said, hey, and talk to him, and not go, I don't want to see him. And that is in all of us have the same situation when we work and where we are going to. Grade 11, I can remember. Grade 12, I cannot remember. It was too fast. It was like, boom, it was out. I think I touched a rugby ball and the next moment the class was over. And I had to walk into a big man's shoes, and I walked into a university and I didn't know what was in the university. I didn't plan. Those days we did not plan. So I walked into the university. 6 months later I ran away. What? Yes. 6 months later, I ran away because my dad said to me, "You will be a teacher." And I said, "I will never be a teacher. I want to be a lawyer." "You will be a teacher." And he grabbed me by the ear and took me in the class and said, "You study teaching." 6 months later, I ran away from home and I joined the army. And my dad had no power in the army, so he couldn't take me out. Because I didn't plan my future. You are very lucky that you can start planning your future and know what you want to be. And go for it and look at it. And if it's Webster, it's so a little bit in the future, then great. But don't only say, because it's Webster. Research. You are math guys, you are clever people. Research. You don't take anything for granted anymore. Like this morning in the class, no, I didn't have class. I walked in, my students come and jump on me like they jump on him. They didn't want to go to another professor's class. They all want to sit and talk nonsense with me instead of going to class. You happen to you as well?
No, maybe.
Yes, I know. And then you must push him to another class because you feel scared that they come to talk to you. And they talked to me about AI. And they said, this chat GPT, wow, is it good? I said, yes. Because it will be like a phone, it's not going to disappear. It has rubbish information on a moment. It has till 2021 information on a moment, but when you are there next year, it will be already different. I think in March they upgrade it again. And I think when you are going to grade 12, it will be already, I think it will be online, on time. It will be, there won't be a difference in it. Is it going to all be correct? I don't know. But that is for you, with a mathematical side. What is a problem? Why do we need math? To be a math professor? To go and be a scientist? Some of us are. But I need a math guy in business. Because the people who do not have math and is not good in math and in science, they cannot think. Yes? They cannot think. They cannot make decisions for the future. They need you. If you're going to be a business major or whatever, they need guys like us that can think and take a problem and solve a problem.